What is up? You didn't think I forgot about you, did you? Literally? Of course you did not. I am very late, like 30 minutes late, but that's all right. That's all right. That's okay. We must get it anyway. It's fucking Friday. So can we celebrate the fact that it's Friday? And this week has been an amazing week because you should be waking up every day saying today's going to be a great day. Great things are coming my way to fucking day. That's how you have to look at it, right? Nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. And that's how you have to remember it. I don't care. I don't care what you think happened this week. I don't care if you think that things went awry this week. It's all irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. Okay? Okay. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Jen, obviously, and I am your manifestation bestie where I teach you. Yeah, Tina Turner has entered the chat. I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. So I know that sounds good. You click the follow button, subscribe button, wherever you're watching from. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, you can always catch it on the tube of the fucking you. Okay? I did post. I will check my inbox. Yes. I will, yes, tell you how to manifest your person. Sure, we'll just start it off right. I did post yesterday's live, but it is unlisted. Yeah, unlisted? Yes. So if you are in our WhatsApp group, then I will go ahead and post the video link, or Bevy will, in the WhatsApp chat. So you guys can watch the replay. It is unlisted only because of the sensitive nature of what we were talking about yesterday. So any hoot and nanner, I do not have Telegram. Telegram is one-sided. It's like where I talk at you. We don't talk together. So I prefer talking together. So we are going to start doing like a happy hour shit within our WhatsApp group. I think that'll be so much fun. Like on Sunday, we just get together and vibe out on Zoom. Since, I pay for the subscription any fucking way. We may as well utilize it. You know what I mean? And get together. Have a good time. Have a good time. And if you don't drink, it's fine. It's called happy hour for a reason. You can have soda. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. Okay? So, I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I've managed to cut that time in fucking half. So if you want me to manifest your recipe for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one so you can figure out where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right, all links obviously are going to be in my bio. Okay, so we have the Toot Your Own Horn challenge, or intensive, 3-day intensive is coming up on Monday. Yeah, Bevy, long time no speak. It's coming up on Monday. We only have a couple spots left, literally, like 1 or 2. It's not a lot because we've had a lot of people take it in the past couple days. So if you want to have unshakable confidence, self-concept, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The fact is, if you want to put yourself on that pedestal and ensure you don't take yourself off that pedestal so that your inner conversations are happening naturally to match said pedestal, then you want to join our Toot Your Own Horn intensive. Okay? Because confidence is queen. I used to own that domain name, confidence is queen. Because it's always been a huge thing of mine where I wanted to have everyone come together. I'm still going to do it. Every year I want to have an annual event where everyone comes together and you're all treated like queens for the day, where men like James will be in in a boat, like think Chippendale, right? A bow tie, no shirt, and they're going to take you and treat you like a queen. And you'll be spoiled and pampered, and that's always been a goal of mine, so that's why I own the domain Confidence is Queen. Okay, so, or king, it doesn't matter. But the fact is, you have to come from a place where you are the prize, okay? You are the fucking prize. You are the ace boom coon. Yeah, you better work on your chat, James. You could be the MC, James. You could be the MC. Okay. Yes, Bree. Reach out to Bevy. She will send you the Zoom call. All that shit. She's back in full effect today. So there's that. So if you're interested in, and you really want to rev up your confidence level so that you can get your shit, and really get your shit on all fronts, not just SP, but everything else, then sign up for the intensive. Okay. Doors close Monday morning, obviously, because we kick off Monday, and you will get lifetime access to the recordings. Plus you get some amazing, incredible bonuses. All right. We also have guided meditations, hypnosis audios, all that shit. All that stuff, okay, to help make your life easy peasy lemon fucking squeezy, because it's not about doing things consciously, because consciously creates time, right? Ain't nobody got fucking time to waste around here. So when you consciously do something, it has to go into subconscious mind, right? Because that's what's producing, which is what my video was yesterday, was like, you're not consciously creating shit. So there's that. And so everything we offer bypasses the conscious mind, goes directly into subconscious mind, because that is my job. My entire background is a study of the mind. So I'm here to help you bypass the conscious mind, because time is of the essence. Time is of the fucking essence. Enough time has gone by. Enough time has been wasted around here. So we're trying to help you out. All right. Also, we have songs, stories, all that shit, which is very, very important in your manifestation journey, even though you may not think it is. We are the low price leader in the coaching space, because we want to help as many people as possible get their shit, and get it now, because I'm fucking impatient, and I know you're my people, so why would you not be impatient too? Duh. You know what I mean? Okay. We have a friendly competition every day here on Tiki Talk Talk. So if you repost this live or share this live, so we can help as many people as possible, clear out the bullshit noise that's in here on the lives, because people be talking some weird ass shit on here. So we can get people to get their stuff and get it the right way. Then you'll be entered to win some amazing prizes. And I'm going to the fair tomorrow. So I think tomorrow we're going to give away a coaching session. And that's just because I'm going to the fair tomorrow. So why not, when I can have a foot-long corn dog? My daughter's got this whole plan. She's got this whole plan. She wants to she wants to shop till she drops at the fucking goddamn fair. I said, well, you better bring a purse. You better bring something, because I ain't carrying your shit. I miss you, Tyrese. Are you done with your nonsense? Yes, me too. That's where I'm going to get the big sausage dog. And then I'm going to take some fun pictures, because why not? So we're doing it a whole family affair, right? So it's going to be so much fun. So much fun, but it's going to be hot as shit, because it's hot as fuck now. There's that part. So Tyrese, hopefully, what up, Laura, girlfriend? So hopefully you're over your shit. Tyrese, with your petty little nonsense. How does Manifest For Me work? Lisa. Basically, we jump on a call. You do not have to fill out the form if you don't want to, but we jump on a call and I recreate your SP for you. Well, we do it together. Based on what you say, I listen to language. That is like my superpower. I figure out where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right. And then I tell you how to play your part. It's a very simple part if you actually do what I say. And then we get to work. But we don't stop at contact, right? So we support you fully in everything that you're doing. So we walk you through how to keep the movement going. Once you get the movement, we walk you through how to keep that going so it's consistent, and then we move on to the next step of the RSP. That's how this works. But you get unwavering support, and no one, as our family already knows, no one supports you more than fucking we do. And no one cares about you more than we do, period. I've cried with you on here. I've yelled at you on here. That's just how this works. Sometimes we go left, sometimes we go right, sometimes we go whole ass fucking under. Who knows? We talk mainly about SPs around here. It is uncensored, unfiltered, and real talk around here. So if you have any questions about your SP, drop it down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer it for you. But luckily for you, we are not exclusive to SPs. If you don't like that shit, you can go to a whole nother fucking platform. It's really not a big deal. But we don't talk exclusively about SPs around here. Well, we do. But if you have any questions about how to manifest weight loss, that's how I got my start in the manifestation community. Business success, money, health, manifesting on a time crunch. I got 100% success rate on that shit. And any fucking thing else? You want a new place to live, raise, promotion, what you want. The good thing for you is I've done it all. And so I'm here to help you do it all. That's what we come here for. That's why I dedicate 3 hours of my time to you every single day, 7 days a week. I literally, and my boyfriend knows this. He already knows this. He's like, you're going live today. Of course he does. He knows I go live every day. And so we schedule our plans around you, because we're here to help you. Well, I'm here to help you. Okay. And I got my coffee today. We're ready to rock and fucking roll. And it's Friday. So yes, and my license is expired. And my interim license is also expired. So there's that part. I went to the bank today and he was like, your temporary license is expired. I said, what the fuck do you want me to do about that? I haven't got my license yet. He's like, well, you need to go to the DMV. The fuck I do. The fuck I do. That's what online is for. So I'm about to go online. But that's where I was like, oh, well, Houston, we have a goddamn problem because we're going to the fair tomorrow. So if all my fucking IDs are expired, that means no cocktails. Unless, because I still get carded for alcohol. That's goddamn right. Because I've never looked a day over 20. But I'm going to manifest tomorrow that I don't get carded for alcohol. And we're just going to call it a fucking day. Because unless I had my daughter at fucking 5, hello. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm literally going to tell them if there's a problem. I'm going to be like, that's my daughter. She's 14. So obviously I'm older than 21. Give me my goddamn margarita. Just kidding. But anyway, is thought transmission basically affirmations like he's thinking about me, etc.? Yes and no. Okay. So anything that you're thinking about when it comes to your SP or anything that you're saying is thought transmission, but it's not just affirmations. Okay. So you can control the thoughts that you're sending to your SP, but you have to understand that anytime you think about your SP, those thoughts are being transmitted to SP. Okay. So even though they're technically affirmations, if you're affirming, yes, it's being transferred to him, but it's your inner conversations are also being transferred to them. Okay. So that becomes your problem. So even though you're affirming, what up, McFly? Bevy, can you send McFly, aka Marty, his meeting notes, please? Thank you so much. So even though you're controlling the thoughts through affirmations being transferred to them, your inner conversations, if they go against what you want, is also being transferred to them. So this is where the problem lies. Okay, this is where the problem becomes an issue, is you're constantly transferring thoughts to them. So every time you bitch about them, every time you complain about them, every time you think about your current circumstances, your 3D reality, all that shit, that's also being transferred to them through thought transmission. So it doesn't only go one fucking, it's not like only affirmations get sent to them. Everything gets sent to them when it comes to them. So that's why it's super, super important for you to control the conversations you're having with yourself. Because you have to go under the notion that everything is being transferred to said SP. So what are you sending him, right? Is affirmations are guided thought transfer. Affirmations, if you look at it this way, it's guided thought transmission. But your inner conversations are also guided thought transmission, but those are the ones that you're negating and are running on autopilot, but it's still going to your SP. So this is where oftentimes what your SP will say to you won't make sense to you, right? They'll say one thing, but you're like, what are you fucking talking about, right? Because they're confused because you're sending one signal, but another signal at the same goddamn time. So therefore they're confused as to what they're thinking because you're confused because you're sending mixed signals. Okay. And that's how you have to look at it. It's kind of like, you know, when a guy meets a girl at a bar and she acts all interested in him and then all of a sudden is talking to some other guy and sending mixed signals. It's the same shit when it comes to your SP and thought transmission is oftentimes you're sending mixed signals. So you're wondering why they're not reaching out to you. And that's why. You're wondering why they're not contacting you or why they don't want to be in a relationship with you or why they're confused about all this stuff or what the things that they're saying doesn't make sense because you're doing nothing but sending mixed signals. The signals are crossing. 1 second, all he does is think about me. The next second, we haven't talked for 4 months. He doesn't want to talk to me, right? It's mixed signals. And so that's your problem. So instead, you guide them. And that's where you leverage. Because when you leverage, of course, Lisa, of course you can. You can have, there's no limit to what you can say to your SP or what you can think about as long as it's beneficial, right? So of course you can guide your inner conversations and stuff about how they regret how they treated you. They regret how they felt, how they regret about leaving you. They regret the decisions they made when it came to you. They regret not having you in their life. Whatever it is that you want to say. You know, there's no right or wrong. You know, so many times manifestation is a false concept. What the fuck you talking about, roulette moneymaker? Because what you want to sit there and say in your moneymaker name, welcome to my show, is you're constantly manifesting. So the money you're making, I can guarantee you, is a manifestation. Okay. Just like the lack of money you're making is also a manifestation. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because manifestation is not a technique. It's not a concept. It's literally your thoughts. That's all it is. So your thoughts are creating your reality. So where you want to sit there and say it's a false concept makes no goddamn fucking sense, because it's maybe for other people it's a false concept, but here, no, it's not, because it's not a fucking technique. It's not. It's a label we're putting on something, which is your thoughts. So go make some money, honey. But trust me, check your thoughts when it comes to that. And I can guarantee you that your income, Mr. Moneymaker, is going to match your most dominant thoughts about it. Prove me wrong. I would love for you to do that shit. That's all manifestation is. Manifestation is thoughts. That's literally the definition. That should be the definition of manifestation, because that's all it is. That's all it is you can't be rich and have broke thoughts, and you can't be broke and have rich thoughts. Prove me wrong. So when you look at your bank account, I don't give a fuck what's staring back at you, but as long as you want to sit there and tell yourself you're broke, guess what? You're going to continue to be broke. That's called manifestation, my fucking friend. So it's not a false concept. It's not a concept at all. Of course, because you wouldn't have to put that in your fucking name. So that's all it is. That's all it is. It's not a fucking technique. Okay? Manifestation is not a technique. It's a label that we put on something you're already doing. That's all it is. Oh, honey, I promise you, you won't win. That's a guarantee. Yeah. So we can have a healthy debate all you fucking want, but trust me, I took a speech and debate class in college, and debate is my game. Okay, so I'll prove you wrong all the live long fucking day. But like I said, don't take my word for it. Go into your bank account, look at your money, and then check your thoughts about it and see if they align. If they align, don't tempt me, boo. If they align, then cool. If they don't, trust me, there's no way you're going to think scarcity and be rich. You can't argue this shit. This shit is fucking, you sound stupid as fuck, to be quite frank. Okay? Because you can't argue it. If you are making good money, Mr. Moneymaker, then you would know that you have a belief that you make money. Like, that making money is easy. So therefore it is. What the fuck you talking about? What are you talking about? But go ahead, test my theory. Test my theory. I want you for the next 7 days to tell yourself that you're fucking broke and that you can't make money and making money is hard, and see how your income's affected by it. Why you want to sit there and challenge my ass? Because you're right, Bevy. No one will win against me, please. Because this isn't my opinion. This is common goddamn sense. No one is rich in this world without first believing and thinking that they were rich. Duh. Then prove me wrong. Go ahead. Schedule a live debate. You think I give two fucks? Because trust me, I'm not the one. So you can scroll about this live if you want, but go ahead, message Bevy. We'll set up a debate. What do you think I give a shit? You think you're intimidating me? You're not, honey bunny. You're not. So, but like I said, go ahead, test the theory. Test it for yourself. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a bitch. Check it. Test it for yourself, because I'm not the fucking one. I'm not the one. So you can kindly scroll right up out this live if you want and continue to be Mr. Roulette Money Maker all you fucking want. But like I said, think against what you want. And go ahead, tell me how your shit changes. Everything starts with a thought. The most successful people in the world will tell you I'm 100% right. They believed they'd be rich. Oh, you don't even have enough followers to go live, so you would have to actually leverage my platform? Well, then you're not worth my time. Go manifest that shit while you're at it. I'm not the fucking one. Period. Okay, you're not going to sit there and tell me that you don't believe you're going to be wealthy and then all of a sudden you walk into wealth. You sound dumb as fuck. Anybody will tell you that. Any successful entrepreneur, any successful person that makes money will tell you that they first had to believe it themselves. They first had to assume the identity of being wealthy before they had wealth. This is common goddamn fucking sense. So you can debate all you want, but then you're just going to sound stupid as fuck. And if you don't have enough followers, then you're not worth my time to debate shit with. Sorry. Donald Trump wouldn't sit here and debate, and I don't care if you support him or not, but he's not going to give you the time of day because you're not worth the time of day. But go ahead. Challenge me. I love a good challenge. People are fucking so ignorant on the internet. I love it. So, Bestie next door, is there a WhatsApp group for the Manifest for Me? Yes, you will be put in that today. Bevy was driving home yesterday from her excursion. So you'll be put in that group today. So you will automatically be put in there. There's not an invite. Unless you just don't have WhatsApp. Then she has to invite you, but you'll be put in there. Okay. Lisa, how long does it take normally? That's entirely up to you. Okay. We can work together or work against each other. And the more we work against each other, the longer it takes. So I've had people get contact same day within 48 hours. I've had people get back together with their SPs in a very short amount of time. 1 week, 2 weeks. The timing varies per person, right? I've had people get insane results in less than 7 days where, we had somebody that got back together, no contact with their SP to fully back together in 48 hours. Yeah. Total turnaround. So, it's entirely up to you. But we work together and I try to set you up for success as much as I can. If you actually listen. And if you have a coaching call with me, let me just let you know, if you have a coaching call with me, it's on Zoom. It's not on WhatsApp. Okay. It's on Zoom. And the reason for that is because I record the call and I do the AI summary, not for my benefit, because we ain't watching the calls back. Of course, Rhea. Stops for Rhea. She said day 3 of her and her SP, her boyfriend, officially living together. That's how this works. Which Rhea's 3D did not show her that when we first met. And now, here she is. I'm so happy for you, Rhea. Keep going, bitch. Keep going. Keep this nice and strong. Nice and strong. We want consistency, okay? And so now you have the tools that you need. So now we stay consistent. So we get consistent results and it escalates. Not like this shit. We don't want this shit. No, escalation. Escalation. I love you, poor Tams. And we don't record the calls for our benefit. We record them for you to have, right? So Bevy sends them to you so you can watch them back and take notes and do whatever you need to do with that, period. So they're on Zoom, not on WhatsApp. You had a couple people waiting on WhatsApp. I'm like, for what? For what? Because if I call you on WhatsApp, I can't record the call and I can't give meeting notes to said call. So that becomes a problem for you when you're trying to recall shit that we talked about. It was on WhatsApp. You see what I'm saying? So if that has to be your vibe, then sure. But you don't need things. You know what I'm saying? My boyfriend ended things and 4 hours later showed up at my doorstep. Of course he did, Shayna. Sucks for Shayna. You don't stop accepting shit in your reality you don't like. Your reality's not real. I mean, it's real to you, right? But nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So stop accepting shit you don't fucking like. They say something you don't like, you don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. What the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you say? Jenna, message Bevy, don't worry if you can't fill out the form. As long as you booked a call, you'll be totally fine. You'll be totally fine. Leanne, amen, sister. Lisa, what if you're broken up and still in contact? Well, I think that's great. I think that's great. People that are in contact still see very, very quick turnarounds. And the reason for that is because you're still in contact, right? But there's a level of discipline involved in the contact. So we help. So if we were to jump on a call, I help you navigate through being in contact with your SP because you're currently in contact, but they're quick to turn around. If you're in contact with your SP, they're quick to turn around. Quick to turn around. I mean, if we can turn around somebody who is not in contact with their SP, many people, then if you're in contact with your SP, that's a fucking quick fix. It's just ask Angela, right? Angela was on my 7-day intensive, and she got commitment from her SP because they're in contact, right? So it's very, very easy to turn around. Thanks, Sergeant. Oh, man. I threw on this shirt today because I just feel like I'm a comfy person if I'm at home. Who the fuck is walking around when they're not comfy at home? You know what I'm saying? So I just threw on this oversized shirt today. That's what we got. I had to switch it up. I feel like I wear the same shit because I just prefer to be comfortable. And I have 5,000 pieces of clothing, but half of them are not comfortable. But tomorrow I'll be showing a little shoulder action. Because right after the live, we're headed off to the fucking fair. So I'm going to be wearing my booty shorts because why the fuck wouldn't I? Which they're going to be real tight real soon because, you know, our booty challenge is kicking off tomorrow. And then I'm going to be wearing an off-shoulder little open shoulder top because, you know, I got my 14-year-old daughter that woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning acting like she got somewhere to fucking go. Opening up, we have the washer and dryers upstairs in our place. And so all I could hear is boom, boom, boom. Her keep opening up the dryer at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm like, where the fuck is she going? And then this morning I'm making her pancakes and then she comes moseying downstairs like she's got somewhere to go, looking like an Egyptian goddess with her makeup on and stuff. And I'm like, are you going somewhere? And she's like, no. I was like, then what the fuck are you opening up the dryer for at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning? Waking me up when I actually have to work and I have things to do and you're over here just living your best life, putting on your makeup to go nowhere. She's like, well, I'm just trying out my new $260 Sephora fucking makeup so she could, which my dad bought her, amen to him, so she could fucking get ready for high school. I was like, you know, we don't start high school for like 3 fucking weeks. Thank God for that shit. Anybody more excited for our summer break to be over than I am? I'm ready, baby. I'm ready to fill out that paperwork because next week someone is going to have to, I'm going to have to block out some time because I got to go take her to registration. Which I'm fucking excited about because I'm like, bye. Go to school. Go to school. Go to fucking school. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I ain't never been more ready in my entire life. Oh, man. Who the fuck is Roulette Moneymaker? He sounds fucking like an idiot. Oh, right. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work my way through the comments, but they don't understand that I play to win, and he'll look like the biggest moron on the internet. But if he wants me to go live, trust me, if we go on a healthy debate with this fucking moron, I'll invite you all. And then you can see me fucking take him down. He said, why are you cussing? Let's have an intelligent conversation. Oh, I'm very intelligent. Oh, man. Just saying. SP came back, but was reflecting old version. Do they go no contact again because we are changing? No, Natalie. No, don't create that assumption within you. Okay. That's not going to benefit you. So if your SP came back, but was reflecting old version, this is where I say that typically the reason for that is because you're not persisting a perfect boyfriend. So they come back, reflect old version you don't want. And so instead of reacting to old version and feeding life into old version, then what you do is persist in new version, even if the old version is here, right? So let's say he comes back and he's like being a total fucking dick. Then what you do is be like, he's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. He'll turn right back around. Okay. So that's the biggest problem that you have. And this is why I tell people is manifesting your SP back is not the whole equation. It's what version of them comes back, and it's hot and cold. I try to set you up for success. So you have to understand oftentimes it's hot and cold behavior at first. That's okay. You persist in new version only, even when the old version wears its ugly fucking head. The only reason why they go no contact is because you react to old version in your thoughts, right? You go back to bitching about him, complaining about him, doing things like that. So you have to break the old pattern. You have to break the pattern and say like, no, perfect boyfriend, best relationship. Because it's easy to say that when everything is great, but when everything is not great, what are you selecting, right? And so that's when you have to change that, and you change it in your mind. You'll be good to go, bitch. So if they go no contact again, you just revert back. You keep doing what you're doing, but this is why you don't stop. Okay? This is why when they come back into contact with you, when they come back around, you, even if you guys get back together, you still have to persist forward because it's a turnaround for you, right? You're evolving, you're doing things differently. So you have to turn things around, and you have to make sure that you are consistent in your thoughts moving forward, especially when they first come back, because there's that sense of wavering that's still there because you haven't learned to make this a natural part of your life. Okay. So it's like, you're not going to, it's in a perfect world, you'd be no negative thoughts ever again in your entire fucking life, right? But that's not reality. Thanks, poor times girlfriend. It's not reality. So instead, you're still working on it, right? We're like a work in progress, if you will. And so you're still working on it. So thanks, Terry girlfriend. So you have to sit there and you have to discipline yourself, and you must persist even after they come back. So therefore it becomes a natural way, because what you'll find is this no longer requires effort. After a while, you'll just be really good at flipping shit around, at learning that everything is fucking feedback. And so you're listening to listen, not listening to respond. You're no longer reacting how you used to react. And you're persisting in the version of your SP that you only want. And that's constantly a refined process, right? Because you have to understand when your SP is, there's constantly things that are going to come up for you. And so it's a refined process when you're creating your SP to be how you want them to be, is you're constantly making adjustments. Because as they come back, right, things come up. Thanks, Lex girlfriend. Things will come up and you're like, oh, well, I don't like that shit. So I'm going to have to change that. Let me add that to the description, right? Let me change that in my mind. Oh, they did that. This is where you can have your cake and eat it fucking too. Right? So it's like, I don't really like that either. So I'm going to change that shit too. Right? Or, since I can have whatever I want, there's certain things that I want out of this relationship that maybe they're not doing anything wrong. But you're like, you know what? I've decided I want this in my relationship now. So I'm going to add that shit to my description too. Right? Because you're learning that there's certain things that you like, certain things that need improvement on, and certain things that you actually want. And those things change over time. Things come up. All of a sudden, they develop a new habit. Because remember, they have their own reality too, right? They have their own thoughts too. So, and their own assumptions. So maybe something comes up in their life and they carry a new habit that you're like, so like, let's say they weren't They never drank before, but now all of a sudden they're starting to drink and you don't like that side of them. So now you're like, oh no, actually, he actually hates alcohol, right? Whatever it is that you want to say. And so now you change that too, right? Because things constantly come up over time. Or all of a sudden his job gets busy and now your time is less spent together. You're like, no, I'm his top priority. I'm going to add that shit in there too. Like, nope, he always makes time to spend with me, right? Because things come up throughout your relationship. So it's not a one and done, thank you, ma'am shit. You know what I mean? James, he said, I'll debate you. Oh, man. Huh? Poor Times, what do you mean? What is faster? Manifest 30 minutes or affirm 3 times? None of the above, girl. I don't even know what manifest 30 minutes means. Okay. What's faster is throwing random things out there and keeping it pushing. Okay. So if you would throw random things, if you want, okay, on a scale of like what pushes out faster and what doesn't, like let's break it down. Okay. So what pushes out the fastest is what you've been doing your entire time. And that's throwing random shit out there, having just random thoughts. Boom, manifest. Why? Because you didn't think about it again, right? You just threw it out there. This is why usually the negative shit is what manifests quickly, because you thought about it one time, said something one time out of anger, resentment, feeling the emotion at some point in time, and then said something, and then boom, reacted, right? You reacted to your thoughts, boom, pushed out. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 24 hours. Right? Pushes out because you didn't think about it again. So that's what actually manifests the fastest. The second thing that manifests the fastest would be inner conversations. Because again, this is what you've been doing your entire life, is just having random thoughts, random inner conversations based on your 3D. So therefore it pushes out faster, right? It keeps everything in play. It pushes out faster. Then the third thing is affirmations. My boyfriend, husband, we have more contact now. So now it's to move back in. Yes! Snaps. What am I doing? Trying to, is there a second part of that message, girlfriend? Okay, so while you leave the second part of that message, and really that's a quick fix. It's like, he's so in love with me, he wants to marry me. Or he's so in love with me, he wants to live with me. He is so in love with me, he wants to live with me. Right? He totally wants me to come home. We're totally going to move back in together. I know he's coming home. I totally know he's coming home. Right? Different things like that to have him come home. Okay? Alessia, I used to think I will ask him, blah, blah, and next interaction he was answering me before I asked. That's right. You don't need to ask. Stop fucking asking. Stop asking questions you don't know the answer to. Okay, now you can ask questions, but you better know the answer. You need to know the answer. Okay? So back to what I was saying, the third thing that pushes out is affirmations. But affirmations push out, which is what they typically parrot back to you, is when you are giving, because you have to create the repetition. That's what's with affirmations, is it disciplines your mind, right? It distracts your thoughts. So, but it's the repetition where you have to say something over and over and over again. So it goes in here. Okay. But they have to work together with your inner conversations. Those two must work together. This is why you don't see movement, because you're focused on one and not the other. No, you can't do that. Okay. You have to focus on your inner conversations and affirmations. They must work together. Like a fucking marriage. They have to be on the same page. Then it pushes out. Then you get your shit. That's how this works. Which is why people get results here. Because they're learning to make sure that their affirmations and inner conversations are working. Thanks for the subscribe, girlfriend. Are working together. In harmony, like a perfect goddamn marriage. Yeah. Thanks, Elle. Oh, man. So that's what you have to remember, okay? Um, well, yeah, Elise, girlfriend, duh. You need WhatsApp so you can get added into the Manifest For Me group. Yes. My favorite Sakai manifestation technique, I don't do techniques, okay? So, well, I teach a couple techniques. So, but they're not like techniques. They're leveraging thought transmission. That's all they are. Okay. And so the things that I do leverage thought transmission. That's all it does. Because we leverage around here. So we leverage thought transmission because that's what's pushing out. That's what's always been pushing out. That's what caused your breakup. That's what caused all that shit. So in case you're new here, let's take a minute just to discuss what caused your breakup. Because my job here is to get you to realize you 1000% caused the breakup. Because if I can get you to realize that you caused the breakup, then you can realize that you have to do nothing else to cause the fucking makeup. Unlike what these fucking ridiculous people on here lead you to believe. Okay? But the only reason why they lead you to believe that is because no one is telling you what caused the breakup. That's what we do here. At least once a week, we get a lot of new people here. So at least once a week, I need you to get you to understand what caused the breakup. Because when you can understand that shit, then you're like, okay, well, then I don't need to drink a magic glass of fucking water. No, because you didn't do that shit. Okay, well, I don't need to necessarily robotically firm. No, because you didn't do that shit either that caused the breakup, did you? No, I don't think you walked around like, he's going to break up with me. 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 Did you do that? No. So let's go down memory lane real quick. Okay, bear with me because it'll all make perfect sense. So you won't be in, victim mentality and blaming your SP, because the more you blame your SP for the breakup, the more nothing fucking changes. Okay. And the more you play a victim and be like, I did nothing wrong. He left out of nowhere. No, the fuck they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay. Okay. So when you first met your SP, everything was great, right? Everything was great. You were both feeling each other. You were both into each other, where they were checking all the fucking boxes, right? You were like, this is great. Everything is great. So your relationship escalated quickly. You went from meeting each other to talking all the fucking time to spending a lot of time together to all that shit, right? And so then you started catching feelings for each other. You knew how they felt about you. You got into a relationship and everything went great. Then you had a disagreement. And your disagreement turned into an argument, and it's most likely because you ladies can't shut the fuck up. Have to have the last word. Have to voice my opinion. I need him to understand how the fuck I feel. So you had a whole ass argument, and then verbally the argument stopped. But not for you. Because in here, it continued. Where now you're replaying everything they fucking said, right? Like a bad horror flick, like a Twilight Zone. And you're replaying everything they fucking said. And you're like, this motherfucker, I can't believe he talked to me that way. I can't believe he said what he said. This, that, and the third. Then you call anybody who will listen like, bitch, you're not going to believe what just happened. You're not going to believe what he said. Right? And you bitch. Some of you go back for round two because you're like, they moved on with their life. And you're like, I'm not fucking done. I got more to say. Right? And so then finally the argument stops. You take a fucking cold shower. I don't goddamn know. You went to bed and then you brushed it right under the rug. And then you're back on track. Then all of a sudden you have another disagreement. The disagreement now turns into an argument. Rewind like Groundhog's Day, goes right back to how you ran your first fucking argument. Bitch. Over time, throughout your relationship, you start to notice that your disagreements and arguments start to become more frequent. And at some point in your relationship, you don't even recognize the person that you met. They're not the same person as when you were first dating them, when you first met them. And oftentimes you say that to people, you're like, he's changed. They're different. They're not the same, right? They're so disrespectful. This, that, and the fucking third, right? All about them changing. The reason for that is because every time you had an argument, the version of your SP that you selected started to grow. Different, avoidant, an asshole, disrespectful, this, that, and the fucking third. And that version amplified. And so over the course of your relationship, now you're on the fucking decline. You're on the decline. Now, towards the end of your relationship, you start to question everything. Am I wrong? You start to question everything. Now you're questioning how they feel about you, how if they even want to be with you, A lot of times you're talking to anybody who will listen, your friends, your fucking family, then you wonder why your friends and your family don't support your relationship, right? Because you're bitching, question. Like, and towards the end, you're like, I don't even know if he wants to be with me anymore. He's changed. He's not the same person as when we first met. Like, I don't know if he still loves me. Does he still love me? I think he might break up with me. I don't think this is going to last. Like, you start questioning your relationship, and then boom, the breakup. And now that's when things get interesting, because now the breakup happened, and now obviously you're not okay with that because it's not what you consciously wanted. So now you're like, oh no, now I just need to get him to talk to me. We just need to talk. If I could just get him to talk to me, then this all be okay. We could fix everything. So now you blow his shit up. Let me call him 55,000 times a day. And if he won't answer those calls, let me block my number and call him private, because he might just not know that shit is me. And then if he doesn't answer that, I'm also going to blow his text messages up, one after another, just pleading my case, confessing my love to him, chase, force a 3D. Then, if he doesn't answer that shit, let me go on his social media accounts, because I'll just start liking all his shit. I'll just start looking at all his stories. I'll just stalk his ass on social media. And if he doesn't respond to that, then let me go ahead and slide into his DMs. And then the block. Now you're blocked on everything. And you're like, he blocked me. And some of you take it to the extreme where you're just like, I'm just going to pop up at his fucking pad or his job because I just need to get him to talk to me. Well, how'd that work out for you? Because all you did after the breakup is force the 3D. And now here the fuck we are. Oftentimes what they said at the breakup didn't make sense to you. Where you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? The reason for that is because maybe you were told, I think you just deserve better. I can't give you what you need. This, that, and the fucking third is what they told you at the breakup. And you're like, that's because all you did was bitch. Complain. Everything they're not doing. This, that, and the fucking third. And then, boom, it all pushed out. And now here we fucking are. Now here we are. Am I wrong? No, this is why I don't debate shit with people. What the fuck do I need to debate shit with? My entire background is a study of the mind. I'm not going to waste my breath debating shit with you, please. So that's what happened that caused the breakup. So if that caused the breakup, what the fuck makes you think you need to do anything different to cause the makeup? They've already told you at the breakup exactly how to create the makeup. Yeah, no one tells you that, do they? They've actually told you what the real problem was and how to fix it so that they come home. They've already told you how to fix the makeup. But you didn't realize it. Because all you've done is take things personal. All you've done is become the victim in your own goddamn reality. And sit there and make, no, he said this. He did this. I want an apology because he treated me like this. I got news for you, bitch. He didn't do shit. She didn't do shit. You did. All they did was confirm. That's their only job, is to confirm what the fuck you're thinking about. So they didn't treat you like shit, even though their actions show you the opposite. The only reason they did that is because that's how you chose to see them. You chose to see them as an asshole, as someone who's disrespectful to you, as someone who treats you like shit. So what do you think they had no choice to do? Because everyone as you pushed out means that they must show up based on your assumptions of them. So if you assume they're an asshole, how do you think they're supposed to treat you? Like an asshole. If they were not treating you as a priority and hanging out with their friends more than they're hanging out with you, why do you think that is? Because you saw yourself as not the priority, as them being a fuckboy, as just being an asshole, and they have no time for you but everybody else. Versus their friends see them as a rocking good time and definitely believe they're the priority. You created it all. So the last thing you need to do is seek an apology and become a victim and sit there and blame. Because as long as you blame someone else, You can't see a solution. You can't fix it. So instead of blaming them, you need to sit there and look at exactly what they said. Eventually, I'm going to get a fucking hat out. I have 55,000 of them. And you're going to look at it as feedback. Investigative reporter. What exactly did they say at the time of the breakup? Okay, I'm going to listen. I'm not going to listen to respond. I'm just going to replay real quick what they said, because somewhere they told you exactly what the problem is in your mind. That's all they did was confirm where you're going wrong in your fucking thoughts. All they did was play their part, the part you assigned them. So who do you blame? Who do you blame? You. You didn't have to do a 55 by 5, 33 by 3, the 369. Baby hit me one more time. You didn't have to do none of that shit. Did you vision board your breakup? Did you robotically frame your breakup? Did you sit there and script your breakup? Some people did, actually, because they journaled. Journaling can be good and bad. I've had a couple of people where they said, dude, after I met you, I literally looked back and I literally scripted my breakup. Yeah, because you journaled how your day went. And in there, you described everything you didn't want about them. And that's what produced. So stop blaming your SPs. Stop being the victim in your reality. Stop doing all that, because it was all you. You didn't have to do a technique to manifest your breakup, because who the fuck would do that? Who would do that? When did you go to tarot card readers? After the breakup. Did you do a spell for your breakup? Did you manifest your breakup? Did you sit there? You manifested your breakup 100%, but did you go to a spellcaster and be like, can you please cast a spell for the breakup? So what makes you think you have to do that for the makeup? Because your breakup, you curated perfectly. It may not be what you wanted, obviously, or you wouldn't be here. But you created it. You just didn't know that you were creating it. So, if you want to create the makeup, what the fuck makes you think you have to do anything different? The only thing that you have to do different is what you did to create the breakup, but the opposite. See yourself as the prize. You're on the pedestal. See yourself as the prize. Select the version, see the version of your SP that you saw in the beginning of your relationship when everything was fucking perfect. See only that version. I don't give a fuck what he's saying today. See that version of your SP only. The opposite of everything you did at the end of your relationship. The third thing is control your inner conversations, the things that you're fucking saying about your SP and about your relationship. That's it. That's all. And persist. Because that's all you did originally. And your breakup, even though it wasn't how you wanted it, even though it wasn't what you wanted, played out perfectly. By you. Yeah, you scripted in your mind your entire breakup. So many clients I have had jump on coaching calls that said, dude, when you taught me that, I replayed conversations that led before the breakup, and they said almost word for word, verbatim, what I had told someone else. I'm sure they did. Yeah. Because you created that. That's all that is. That's all that is. So we just do the opposite. And you create the makeup. This whole manifestation community is getting really like they're running out of fucking content. So they're coming up with shit. They're just coming up with shit. And they're confusing you. You need to just decide, okay, did you just decide that he was going to break up with you? No. So why didn't you do that now? You need to live in the end. Did you live in the end of the breakup? No, because that's fucking stupid. Why would you have to do that now? Did you affirm for the breakup? No. So why would you have to do that now? See what I'm saying? That's where they get you fucked up. They start talking about all this shit. Like, you're in a different reality. You're in the 3D, you're in the 4D, the 15D, the 16D. What the fuck are you talking about, D? I'm in my 3D reality. That's it. Everything you want is in a different reality. I've been obsessed with quantum leaping for 20 years. Where exactly am I quantum leaping to? Another reality? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, like, let's think logically speaking here. Are there different realities? Yes. But I believe that those realities only exist when you pass away. Okay? You're not quantum leaping to another. What the fuck is that? Because you can quantum leap to a whole nother reality. Guess what? You're going to wake up to. Your house going to look the goddamn same. People in your life going to be the exact same people. You ain't going to quantum leap and all of a sudden your daughter doesn't exist. What the fuck are you talking about? That is overcomplicating shit. And like I said, I will gladly come on here and 1000% recant that statement when someone will put a body cam on like the police officers have here and show me when they quantum leap into another reality. Go ahead, show me. Show me, since you want to talk about it so much. And how you're in a different reality, the 4D, the 15D. Perfect. I love that for you. Now put on a body cam and show me when you quantum leap. Then I will gladly come on here and totally recant that statement. But until then, shut the fuck up, because it makes no sense. The tree outside, guess what? It's still going to be there. So what am I quantum leaping to? Come on, let's take the bullshit out of it. Let's take the bullshit out of it. Stop talking about that stupid shit, because where's your fucking evidence? And if that's the case, then cool. I want you right now, since you're such an expert at quantum leaping, quantum leap to where you're a millionaire. Go ahead. Come on, let's go. I'm waiting. Just decide you're a millionaire right now. Come on. Show me the bank account right now. And then just decide you're a millionaire and show me it tomorrow. Since it's so easy for you to just decide, since that's what you're telling people to do. But they can't do that. They're still doing the same shit. They'll be like, yeah, just decide. You're in a whole different reality. Well, show me the reality where you just wake up tomorrow with your whole ass ideal body. Come on, bitch. Come on, I'm waiting. Oh, no. But you're on here talking about your weight loss journey. Come on, I thought you were in a whole different reality. You can't just step into a reality where you look like Kim Kardashian tomorrow. Come on now, bitch. Come on. I'm waiting. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That logically makes zero fucking sense. And I'll debate that shit with them until the wheels fucking fall off. Yeah, James. Now you're going to quantum leap into Roulette Money's body. That's what I'm saying. This shit is fucking stupid. Go ahead, quantum leap into your dream life right now. Go ahead. Show me your life today. Quantum leap into your dream life right now. Come on, if that's a thing. Go ahead, I'm waiting. They can't do it. So why are you listening to that nonsense? It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Okay? It's all noise. That's all it is. And it leaves you fucked up. It leaves you confused because you're like, well, this person said this person said this. What's the truth? The truth is it's overcomplicated. This market is oversaturated. Everybody wants to fucking make a name for themselves. Well, let me tell you what name we made for ourselves here. We teach two laws, the law of leverage and the law of get your shit. You heard it here first. Yeah, that's our laws here. We take it back to the basics. We simplify shit. And I said, cut out the bullshit. Cut out the fucking woo-woo shit. Let's cut out all that shit. Why don't you just do what you've been doing, but focused? That's it. You're not consciously creating shit. That shit is so fucking stupid. I've seen so many people. I know Love Kayla talks about it. Ellie in the 4D talks about it. The conscious creation. I say, you're not consciously creating shit. It's impossible. You're consciously aware of what you're creating, but you are not consciously creating a goddamn thing. The only thing that's been pushing out has been at the subconscious level. So you're subconsciously creating. You are not consciously creating a goddamn thing. Do you know what conscious creation is? Let's be frank. Let's just think logically speaking. Conscious creation is forcing the 3D, right? Because you're consciously creating. You're taking action in the 3D. That's consciously creating. That's literally what the fuck it is. So, don't even fuck get me started. Don't even get me started. I mean, you already got me started. But, look, like Shades of Blue. Snaps to Shades of Blue, though. We're going to fix this. She said, I manifested contact with my SP after watching your live on Monday, and he left me on red. No, the fuck he didn't. No, he didn't. He actually responds to me immediately. I know he's going to text me back right now. Why wouldn't he? All he can do is think about texting me back. He totally just forgot, but he's texting me back today. Okay? Focus. Being left on red. I know this is triggering for you guys, being left on red. But in my humble opinion, nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. Okay? Nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So this whole being left on red has been you're so trained to give it a negative meaning. Instead, you should give it a positive meaning. Okay? Because there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it like, I'm being left on red, which means he's choosing to ignore me, right? Oh, he obviously doesn't respond. He's ignoring me. Or you could choose to, there's three things you could do. One, you can focus on being left on red and give it the negative meaning I just said. The second thing you can do is be like, of course he read my message. Why wouldn't he? He always reads my messages. Fucking puzzle piece. God damn it. But I figured out how to speed that shit up. Nailed it. So, so there's, so the second thing you can do is be like, of course he read my message. Why wouldn't he? He always reads my messages because he loves what I have to fucking say, right? Is look at it like it's an importance thing. He read it. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he read my messages? He always loves hearing from me, right? And the third thing you can do is just not acknowledge it altogether. Do you think I go through, this has never been a topic of discussion when it came to me and my boyfriend. Never. Because I could message him, right? This is before we were living together. I could message him and he would read it and then maybe not respond. It depends on what the fuck I said, okay? If you didn't ask a question, it doesn't always, you have to understand, some of your messages don't require a response. And so sometimes he wouldn't respond. So I didn't sit there and go down this fucking rabbit hole of why he didn't respond. I just kept pushing. I didn't give it a meaning at all. You could see the red button, but your mind doesn't have to go to the dark side or the light. It just moves on. You think I gave two fucks if my mom read my message or not? No. You think I care if she responds? No. Same with my brother. You think I care? No. For what? I don't think one way or another about it. So you have to stop thinking one way or another about it. Because, I was talking to a client yesterday, and he had a really good point, actually. Y'all bitches like to bitch about the stupidest shit, where you have to understand that not everybody's in your situation. So a lot of you guys will come on there in the WhatsApp group and you'll be like, he hasn't responded to me in 5 minutes. I haven't heard from him today. We haven't talked since yesterday. And you want to fucking bitch about not talking to your SP for a couple hours, couple minutes a day. Do you know how many people are in there manifesting contact from their SP? So why you want to bitch about not getting a timely response in 10 minutes because God forbid they have a fucking life. God forbid they have something to do. God forbid they're fucking sleeping. God forbid they're at work, in a meeting. I don't fucking know. Out with their friends. Things like that. This is an insecurity within you. Just FYI. There's people that would die to be in your situation. That want nothing more than to get a text from their SP. That want nothing more than to hear from their SP while you want to sit there and bitch because you haven't heard from them in 12 fucking hours. And I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Like you had to breathe into a fucking bag because you're hyperventilating because you haven't heard from them in a couple hours. Grow up. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Why do you give a shit? This is your problem. Because this is your problem in your relationship. And then you wonder why they pull back. Then you wonder why they say things like, you're just too stressful. Like you're just too much drama. You don't have to verbalize the drama. But in here, you're bitching. You expect, I understand you want to be a priority to people. Like you want to be a priority to your SP. But where you want to suck up and monopolize 100% of their time just to me sounds completely ridiculous. They're not allowed to have a life outside of you. They're not allowed to have a job. They have to drop everything at their job because you texted them. That sounds stupid as fuck. So understand that things that you're having and experiencing with your SP right now, if you're in contact and you're getting movement, you're completely taking for granted. Stop doing that. You should value every conversation you have with your SP. Every conversation you have with your SP, you should value. You should value the time spent with your SP. I don't give a fuck if it's 5 goddamn minutes. You should value everything that you have with your SP because there's a lot of people that want what you have and you're doing nothing but complaining about it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not fucking good enough. Grow up. I don't have time to sit on my fucking phone all day long. If my boyfriend's out and he calls me and I'm on a coaching call, do you know what he gets? My goddamn fucking voicemail. If I'm on live with you and he sends me a text, because this has happened numerous times when I'm on live with you and he's out running errands, do you know what he gets? Left undelivered. Do you think he gives a shit? No. Stop acting like a child. Stop acting like they're not allowed to have a life outside of you. That's called possessive. That's called insecure. Because if you were secure within yourself, you wouldn't give a fuck. Which is why we have the Toot Your Own Horn intensive coming up. Because all these things, you can lie to yourself all fucking day long. But if you're checking after you send your SP a text message and you're fucking checking every 5 minutes to see if they responded, that's insecure. There's no other label. I'm not here to sugarcoat shit with you. You know I never do that. But that's insecure. Because I'll send my boyfriend a text if he's out, and you know what I do? I keep it pushing. I don't need to check. Why do you do that to yourself? Because like I said, do you do that with everybody else in your fucking family and your friends and everything? When you send them a text, do you check to see if they read that shit? If they replied it, do you check to see if they read that shit? No. So why do you do it to your SP? You only put a stressor on your own fucking self. Do you check every day? Do you have a laundry list? Do you have a whole fucking notepad of your friends and your family, and you just run on social media all day long on everybody's profile to see if you've been blocked by anybody? Nope. So why do you do that when it comes to your SP? Do you go on all of your friends and family's profiles every day and check their stories and all their posts and their reposts to see what the fuck they were posting today? So why do you do that to your SP? Do you go on your friends and family's profiles and look at their followers and start checking out the female or male followers that they have and see who the fuck they are? No? So why do you do that to your SP? Do you react all the time to things that your family or friends say or do? No? Oh, a lot of times when it comes to your friends and family, what do you do when they say things, unless you're me, because I'll clap back. But most of the times, what do? Snaps release. What do? You don't give a fuck. So why are you not that way when it comes to your SP? Why do you take everything personal? See the difference in behavior when it comes to your SP? Why do you do that to yourself? You intentionally go looking for ways you can... You intentionally go looking for ways that you can trigger yourself every day. You continuously assign negative meaning after negative meaning, negative inner conversations about your SP all day long, but the rest of your friends and family and colleagues and coworkers and fucking bosses and shit, you give a fuck less. Get a hobby. It's summer. Pick up gardening. Crochet. Paint. I don't give a fuck. Go do some shit to occupy your goddamn time, because clearly you guys have a problem when it comes to your SPs, and that's part of your problem. Alyssa. So you get confused that SP have their own assumptions, but then they also have no free will. Yeah. Okay. So this is... Okay, so this is the problem in the manifestation community, is they say they don't have free will. Actually, they do. Everyone has free will. Realities blend, okay? Reality, yes, everyone has their own reality, but they blend, right? Like you and your SPs, realities blend together. You and your children, your family, the realities blend together. So they do have free will. This is where I play the opposite of what everybody fucking says about no free will. Is because I used to say that, but then I said, okay, well, logically speaking here, because I bring logic into manifesting, because consciously, when you're hearing and consuming content, it has to make sense to you. And so I have to bring logic into manifesting, because in between your conscious mind and subconscious mind, there's what's called a critical factor. And the critical factor's job is to accept or reject information that goes into your subconscious mind, but your subconscious mind is what pushes out. So consciously, it has to make sense to you. It has to make, because the conscious mind is the thinker, the analyzer, the logical part of your mind. Okay? So, and then your subconscious mind is the imaginative, the childlike. It's no older than the age of 7. Okay, it's the playful side. And it remembers everything about you. So your conscious mind only remembers, this is why you're not consciously creating shit. And we'll get into why that's all fucking bullshit. So your conscious mind only remembers 7 plus or 2 minus chunks at a time, which is why consciously you will remember certain memories about your childhood, but you won't remember everything about your childhood, right? Unless you have autism. If you have autism, the difference between autistic children, which is why they're highly intelligent, autistic people versus whatever, rest of society. The difference between them is you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Autistic people they're one walking subconscious mind. Okay. It's like their conscious mind doesn't work. So it's one walking subconscious mind, which is why they can recall information and retain information very, very easily, which is why you can say something to them and they will remember everything you fucking said. They had a kid who they took around New York City on a helicopter. He was autistic. They took him around. He's never been in New York City ever in his life. They took him around in a helicopter one time around the city. He was able to completely draw the city by memory. Because they're one walking subconscious mind, which is why they're overstimulated. They're overstimulated because they're recalling everything. They pick up on noises, sounds, like all the things all the time. Okay. Because your conscious mind only remembers certain parts of you because it is the protector within you. Your conscious mind protects you. It's the logical part of your brain. Your subconscious mind, on the other hand, remembers everything about you. It knows everything about you. So if you learn to listen to your subconscious mind, which is what I teach, then you can actually recall certain things because your subconscious mind knows the answer to everything. Okay. So that's the difference. Okay. So conscious creation is not a fucking thing because while you're consciously creating, your subconscious mind remembers every fucking thing about you. So, Taylor. You can tell him that. So that's the difference, okay? So when they say they don't have free will, here's the thing. Yes, they do. Because everyone has their own assumptions, right? Everybody has their own assumptions. Everyone has their own thoughts, right? Thought transmission, everyone's doing it, okay? All that shit. Like, it's not like, oh, you could have... Taylor. It's like, oh no, you can transfer thoughts to your SP, but they can't transfer thoughts to you. No. So, if you look at it this way, when you transfer thoughts to them, which is why we don't verbalize, we internalize, okay? Hold your questions because we have to get into the techniques. Exercises. So, when you transfer thoughts and you don't verbalize, you shut the fuck up and you go in here and say what you want to say, it becomes their idea. They'll debate it with people all day long. When people could be like, she's manipulating, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? They will literally be like, what are you talking about? This is my idea. This is my decision. This is my choice. Last time I checked, that's fucking free will. You're not taking away someone's free will because they all have free will. What you're doing is learning to control your mind so it becomes their idea, but it's their decision. That's free will last time I fucking checked. No free will means you go into their goddamn fucking house, rip their ass right out their house, take them to your home, chain them up to a fucking bed. Now, guess what that means? They don't have free will. Right? Like Misery, the movie. You ain't going to goddamn place, bitch. Right? That's taking away someone's free will. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. Because here's the problem when people want to sit there and talk about how no one has free will. There's the main problem when you say no, when they say no one has free will is this is where the lack of intellect comes into play. Is they're saying that, but at the same time, you also have other assumptions, okay? So this is where you have a problem. If you believe in karma, a lot of people believe in karma. Well, how do you feel about taking away someone's free will? Do you not think it's right? Because you believe in karma, right? So that becomes a problem for you in manifesting. So instead, it's like we have to work because you would have to create the assumption. See, I can tell you all day long, no one has free will. But you would have to create the assumption within you that no one has free will. Okay? Well, then you better get to fucking work. So instead, this is where we leverage, right? This is where we leverage what assumptions you already have, right? Because you have to create new assumptions in order for that to become true for you. So instead, it's like, well, why can't I take the assumption that I have, make it make sense, and then make it work for me, right? See what I'm saying? So instead, it's easier, but that's what they don't tell you. They just keep telling you, no one has free will, no one has free will, but you have to create that assumption. You have to believe that. They don't say that, do they? But yet they'll say everything's an assumption. Your assumptions manifest. Okay, well, bitch, then I have to create the assumption no one has free will. Fucking duh. Duh. So ain't no one got time for that shit. So instead, I'm going to say everyone has free will. It's what I believed. It's what I've been growing up to believe. So, hey, you know what? I'm going to make that shit work for me because I'm not doing shit. My karma's clean because I ain't doing nothing but thinking thoughts of what I want. How is that a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not doing shit. You know, if I'm banishing gutter trash to the dumpster she crawled out of, I'm not going in her home and grabbing her fucking ass up out the fucking bed and throwing her in the dumpster, am I? No. I'm not going in their home and sitting there being like, hey, look, bitch, let me tell you what your shit is. No, I'm not doing none of that shit. So what am I doing that's wrong? I'm not doing a goddamn thing wrong. All I'm doing is telling myself what I want to hear, what I want to think. I'm good. My karma clean. Bruh. I ain't doing anything. Just because I understand how this works, I understand that my thoughts create, good. Why ain't doing shit? So, you can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it. Because you know what? That's why we get results around here, because we ain't got time to sit there and talk all that bullshit around here. You will never hear me sit there and use big old fucking words, because for what? I don't need to use big words to sound intelligent. I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And you're never going to sit here and you'll be like, hey, what do you believe about bridge of incidents? Is this, that, and the fucking third? None of the above. None of the above. Do I know what all that shit is? Yes, but I choose not, and I'm going to recommend this to you while we get started on on our exercises. I'm going to recommend this to you because I think it will really, really help you. Is who gives a fuck about any of that shit? Everything is an assumption. So why in the hell would you choose to assume that you have to, that manifestation is a 55-step process and you must have a bridge of incidences in order to get your manifestation, and there must be birds before land before you get your manifestation, and that, you know, I have to decide and I have to live in the end and I have to do, why in the fuck would you choose to decide any of that? Why would you choose to believe any of that? Because all that does is fuck you up. So instead, it's just like, no, I'm going to think thoughts from what I want. That's it. I'm going to just come. I'm just going to work here and I'm going to think only what I want to think. And that's it. And I'm going to get my manifestation. Boom, job done. That's all I need to fucking know. That's all I got to goddamn know. I don't need to know what stepping into a void is, what healing my inner child is. Bridge of insight. I don't need to know none of that shit. I need to know that all I need to do is think how I want to think about what the fuck I want, and then boom, I'm going to get what I want. That's all I need to know. Easy peasy. That's it. Your subconscious mind is not like there's a bridge of incidents. Excuse me. Hold on. Did we cross the bridge yet? Are we in the middle of the goddamn bridge? Like, exactly how many steps is this bridge before we can get our shit? Huh? No. And you have to understand that most of all of that shit arrives from them parroting Neville Goddard. Okay? That's where all this shit arrives from. All this shit derives from parroting Neville Goddard because they read it in his fucking book, which I think his book is amazing, actually. And the only reason why I don't take it as the Holy Grail, it is not the fucking Bible, okay? I don't take it as the Holy Grail, but I love the fact that he ties things back to the Bible, because if you've been a Bible reader your entire life, right, and you grew up in a religious household, I think that when you read his book, the Bible suddenly makes sense. That's what I like about it. Okay. So that's the only reason why I like his book. But do you think I took it and it was like, because you have to understand, Neville Goddard is the one goddamn fucking person who had a teacher at the same time, Abdullah. Okay. And so all this shit came from him. But why does it have to be true for you? Because who the fuck decided that shit? Who the hell decided any of that shit? I keep telling you guys, who the hell decided that 111, 222, 444, 888, and they all have different meanings, by the way, if you look it up. Who the fuck decided all that shit? A person. A person. Why does it have to be true for you? It doesn't. They decided that that was true for them. So they're teaching you based on their own personal experience. That doesn't have to be true for you. And so for me, I am not going to create assumptions in me that do not benefit me. And that's why on here, you guys will ask certain questions. And I always say that shit. I said, okay, well, I'm not going to create an assumption that doesn't benefit you. So I'm not going to, so when you'll be like, well, how long does this take? I'm not going to be like, it takes anywhere from 3 days to 15 years. What the fuck? Do I need to have birds before land before I get my manifestation? No, you don't. I didn't. I did the first time, not the second time. Not one bird before land. I mean, unless I consider the meanings I gave fucking signs. I didn't have not one bird before land. What did I give a fuck for? I didn't give a shit. I didn't think about it. I didn't question shit. I just did it. And the most freeing thing you can do for yourself is to stop questioning things and just do it. Because how did questioning your relationship at the end of it, how did that work out for you? How does questioning if they want to be with you, how's that working out for you? How does questioning it, how they feel about you, how's that working out for you? So stop questioning. Start knowing. Just start doing it. Because every time you question shit in your relationship, shit went south. You got confirmation of the answer you didn't want. So at what point in time are you going to learn from that shit and be like, I should probably stop questioning shit? Because every time I question that shit, I get the answer I don't want. So I'm just going to stop questioning. And I'm just going to do it. Because it's all I've been doing my entire life. I wasn't walking around questioning like, oh, excuse me, hold on a minute. In order for me to get the negative shit that I want to in order for me to get negative shit that goes into my reality, is there a bridge of incidences that has to transpire before I get that negative shit? No. No. Is there a birds before land before I get that negative shit that pops into my life? Are there like signs and synchronicities for the negative shit? What's the negative signs? No. Have you ever noticed that? They only have positive signs that you're going to get your shit. And you must claim, must comment, claim this energy. So it becomes true because karma is real. And the spirit guides said, so let me get this straight. So you have spirit guides. Well, why the fuck am I? How do you tap in? How do I tap into my spirit guides? Why do you get to tap into your spirit guides, but I get to tap into mine? Hopefully by now you understand how, as I've been rambling, hopefully by now you understand how stupid that shit all sounds. There's only positive signs, but there's no negative sign. Like, is like, well, unless you want to believe in 666. And who decided that shit? Like, that's the only negative sign. So if I see a 666, is that 666? Is that like the sign that my negative manifestation is here? Is that what that means? Oh, there's no sign that my negative manifestation is coming. There's no birds before land before the negative shit comes. There's no signs of synchronicities before the negative shit comes. No bridge of incidents before the negative shit comes. That's what you're saying. So, but for the positive shit though, for the positive, that's got to happen. What in the ghetto? What in the completely ridiculous nonsense does that seem? I should make a video like that. Here are the top 10 negative signs. Here are the top 10 signs that your negative shit is coming. Your negative shit is coming. And if you see any of these signs, like a crow, if you see a crow, the negative shit is on its way. But nobody tells you that, do they? Because it's fucking stupid. It's all smoke screen and fucking mirrors, if you ask me. If you ask me, I'm just saying. The only thing that is real is what you choose to believe it's real. Okay? The only thing that you believe, everything is going to be right for you if you choose to believe it. That's it. That's it. So you should only choose to believe what the fuck you want to believe and what's going to support you instead of what's going to not. Duh. Just saying. Well, happy Friday too. Just saying. It just seems a bit silly. And you have to admit, it sounds a bit fucking silly. You have to admit it. If you are not admitting that it sounds completely fucking silly, then I don't know what the fuck you got going on in your goddamn head around here. Ariana, sure, I can do that for you, but the link is in the bio, sis. Oh, look at that, Jonah. I'm on my way right now for a spontaneous lunch with SP. I love that. But stop talking about lunch, bitch, because I'm hungry. I mean, you would think I know by now, and I would have eaten. I should have just stopped and picked up something while I was on the phone with Flashy. What the fuck? Anxious attachment. Like, these words are so fucking stupid. These phrases, we gotta do the exercises. These phrases are so goddamn stupid. What the fuck is an anxious attachment? Who the fuck is attached to somebody who's anxious? That sounds ridiculous. That's a phrase. You're right, baby. All right, baby, bitch. Okay. Didn't they say that in Y2NC? Weren't like crows like, I saw the movie The Crow. Aren't crows like a bad thing? I mean, I'm just saying. Oh yeah, the black cat too. That's right, the black cat. If black cat walks past you, whoosh, you better watch out, bitch. You better watch the fuck out, because that is the sign that negative shit is coming your way. Well, let me tell you, when I manifested something negative, I didn't see no black cat. No, well, I probably saw crows, but I didn't see none of that shit. And society doesn't help in playing into your superstitions, because what is it like when you go to hotels, especially here, there's like, what number is it? There's like no 9th floor. They just be playing into the superstition. 13th floor, there we go. The 13th floor. There's no 13th floor. But I'm telling you now, even if there was a 13th fucking floor, I'm not going to stay on that floor. Only because that might be an assumption of mine. I'm not sure. I'm telling you. I know. It's such a superstition. Who the fuck decided that shit? Show me the stats where so much bad shit happened on the 13th floor that they had to X that shit out. All right. Get in a comfy place. We're about to do those exercises, but I hope this helped you. I hope it freed you, to be quite frank. I hope what we talked about freed you to understand that you have been overcomplicating the process, that you have been overanalyzing things, that you have been in your own head so much about conflicting shit over and over and over again, when all we have to do is simplify. Because the minute you simplify, your shit comes, bitch, quickly, because you simplified and you cut out all the bullshit. I don't want to befriend any birds. I think birds are annoying as shit. I don't understand who the fuck owns a pet bird. That's stupid. And then I'd be too paranoid that they're going to shit all over my fucking head. So I'm solid on that shit. I'm good. When they can fly above you, if they poop on my fucking hair, I'm going to die. All right. You would have 7, James. You have 55,000 bunnies, and you've got all that. Oh, right. I know, right, Taylor? That's my thing. Is, come on, bitch. You know that when birds fly above you, like a squawk of birds fly above you, you're just like, that's the first thing you do is like, bitch, stay away from all of this. You can shit on the person right fucking next to me, but this, you better stay the fuck away. I got a force field around me. But this person right here, he all about the life. Go shit all over him. All right. Now, as you're getting into a nice, comfy place, allow me to, if you are new here, I'm obviously your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. I know that sounds good to you because we teach 2 laws around here, the law of leverage and the law of get your shit. And so if you don't want to leverage or get your shit, well then, don't know what to tell you. But that's what we do around here is we're here to help, okay? We're here to help. We actually give a shit about you. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. And I've managed to cut that shit in half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one so you can figure out where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right, because it is a superpower of mine, all links are in my bio. I'm good at it. Okay, I've been teaching SP specifically since February, and the amount of testimonials I have compared to others doesn't even compare to people who've been teaching that shit for years. Why? Because I've actually done it. Okay, I don't regurgitate information. That's just not my shit. I teach what I know works, because the difference between me and everybody else is my entire background is a study of the mind, the subconscious mind. So I blend manifestation with the subconscious mind because that's what's pushing out anyway, and I help you get your shit faster than teaching what people don't understand. Okay, manifesting NSP and NSP back are not the same. Okay, manifesting money and business success in NSP is not the same. Okay, so that's what we do around here. All right. Also, we have a Toot Your Own Horn intensive. So if you are looking to have the unshakable confidence that you've never felt before, self-concept like you've never felt before, where you are on that pedestal, you see yourself as the prize 24 goddamn fucking 7, and ain't nobody taking you off that pedestal, then join our intensive. Our 3-day intensive kicks off on Monday. You do get lifetime access to the recordings. Plus, we give you a lot of different bonuses as well. So it's a win-win scenario. Okay. Yeah. So join that. Spots are filling up fast. I think we only have a couple spots left. We try to keep it intimate so that I can make sure I answer questions for you guys. Plus, I need to give you guys my attention. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited for that shit actually. Because like I talked about, insecurities within you, and your relationships, if you need a man or a woman to make you feel better about yourself, to validate your feelings, and to validate who you are, you have a problem. Because you're not just having your SP validate who you are. You are also wanting your family, your friends, your coworkers. It pours into every other area of your life. But when you really step into your power, when you really toot your own horn, then it unlocks everything else in your life as well. You become unstoppable to go get whatever the fuck you want outside of just your SP. So that's what we're here to help you do, okay? We also have SP stories, guided meditations, all that glorious shit paired with custom songs, which you're going to hear in a minute after we do the exercise, okay? Okie dokie. All links are in my bio. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe and watch them. But most importantly, implement. Because if you do what I say to do, okay, here's the difference. I don't come on here and just dangle carrots in your fucking face and they'd be like, you have to gift me and I'll tell you how to manifest. Like, that shit is fucking stupid. I don't do that. Okay, I over deliver on here because I care about you. And I want to help as many people as possible. So if you do what the fuck I say to do, you'll actually get movement with your SP. You'll actually get your SP. There's that part. Okay, people work with me one-on-one because we recreate their SPs and we help you get your shit on the accelerated mode. All right. Now, you are in a nice, comfortable place. I want you to sit back, relax, close your eyes. And I really want you to just detach from your thoughts for just a moment. Okay, relax. Let the tension go. Because right now, what you're about to do is clean the energy between you and your SP. And they will think about you. Any minute after this exercise, they will think about you. So take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there but you. And as you sit in the middle of this amphitheater, in front of you, there's a giant stage. And on this stage, there's a single stage light that goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. Now I want you to focus your attention on that stage light for just a moment. And as you focus your attention on that stage light, you start to realize and get a sense that you're actually not alone. In fact, you start to notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, a dark shadowy figure. And as you start to adjust your focus to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is actually your SP. Now I want you to call your SP. I want you to say their name. And I want you to call them and ask them to step into the center of the stage, into the light. Do that now. Now as your SP begins to walk into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs directly from your third eye into theirs. Now I want you to look at your SP. And I want you to ask your SP these two questions. And I want you to hear them respond. If you can hear their voice, great. If you can't, that's okay too. I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to look at your SP right in their eyes. And I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time, they're not going to respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at your SP right now, and I want you to tell your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, leaving the gold cord fully intact in your SP's third eye. And as the gold cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand, and I want you to grab the roots of that gold cord and just pull them out of your third eye and toss them aside. And as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And they get farther and farther. And they get smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And they get smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther and smaller and farther until they just disappear. Now I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth and open your eyes. Alrighty. Well, so now that your SP is thinking about you, I did this exercise, in case you're new here, I did this exercise with an ex of mine that I had not spoken to in 8 years. And within 72 hours, he called me. And he was like, hey, I was just thinking about you. How you doing? I was like, yeah. Sorry, I just saw my sign. Okay, so that's how this works. You can do this as often as you want. We do it every day here. You can do it as often as you want. I have people that do it daily and then within a couple days get a text. I have people that get a text on the spot. Okay, all these things. Tomorrow we're going to be cutting. I can't repeat it on today because I do it every day. Okay. But we do it every day. So you can watch it on live. I also have it's also in my profile. So there's a video series with Taylor's favorite bathrobe where I was wearing 2 bathrobes. You'll see 2 videos together where I was wearing a bathrobe. It's one of those 2 videos that I walk you through this technique. Okay. The next technique that we're about to do is going to be, because now that they're thinking about you, let's get your asses some fucking contact. That's right, Taylor. I'm going to bring it out again if it wasn't so goddamn hot. Just wait till the fall, bitch. I'm going to have a different one. Now let's get you some contact, okay? Because while they're thinking about you, why don't you want them to contact you? Duh. All right? Now, if you want to revert back to this exercise, I run it a bit differently now than I did when I originally recorded the video. Okay, so, but if you want, it's pinned to the top of my profile. It's got like 40-something thousand views. Save that. Yeah, there you go, Rob, the bathrobe method. So we can go ahead and you can save that one. Okay, it's pinned to the top. There's also a video series where I was wearing 3 red shirts. It's the first of the 3 red shirt video series. I also, this one, the version that we're about to do now, except I'm going to have to cut it down today, is there. So you can save that video too. Okay. And I highly suggest you do the photo method a couple times a day. And I'll tell you how to leverage it if you're new, but you have to stick around till after the method. Don't run away like a little pussy. Don't fucking run away like a little bitch. Okay? Because I always leave you with parting words. And Friday, it is Challenge Friday. Okay? So, in most of you that are not new here, I know exactly what the challenge is. I challenge you with this every Friday. So if you are serious about getting back with your SP and you're competitive, I highly suggest you take me up on the challenge. Okay? I want you to think for a second. Amen, sis. Thanks, baby. Got it, girl. Okay, I want you to go back to the beginning of your relationship. And even though we like to point blame and we like to think that our RSPs changed over time, right? Since we first met them. They're not the only ones that changed. So did you. You also are not the same person at the end of your relationship as you were in the beginning of your relationship, because the difference is in the beginning of your relationship, you had a level of confidence about you. You did. You had a level of confidence about you. You didn't need your SP. Sure, maybe you wanted to be with your SP, but you certainly didn't fucking need him. You were living your life. You knew who you were. Your identities were not wrapped up, the I am statements. They were not wrapped up in your relationship. You weren't in one. Okay? You weren't seeking validation from your SP. You were the validation. You knew who the fuck you were. You knew what you brought to the table as well. And so because of that, because of your level of confidence, that is what your SP was attracted to. That's who they pursued. That's who they chased. That's who they wanted to be with. That's who they always spent their time with, who they wanted to, that version of you is who they caught feelings for, who they fell in love with. So you must become that version again. Who they don't chase is desperate, begging and pleading energy. You're the one chasing, not them. So in order to get chased, you need to go back to the version of you that was confident before in yourself, where you want to be with your SP, but you certainly don't need to be with your SP. There's a difference. Go back to that version of who you were right now. Remember that version of who you were right now. And become that again. Now, I want you to fast forward in your relationship, and I want you to go back to a time in your relationship where everything was absolutely amazing, where you didn't question a goddamn thing about your SP. You didn't question shit. You knew exactly who they were checking all the boxes, right? They were checking all the boxes. Exactly. You're not a Desperate Housewives. Go back to where you didn't question anything about them. You knew how they felt about you. You knew that they wanted to be with you. You knew that you would hear from them that day. You didn't wake up, check your phone. You knew that you would text. You knew that they would text you. You knew when they would text you too. You never questioned if you had plans this weekend. You knew that you were spending time with your SP, right? You knew that they wanted to be with you. They were perfect for you. Everything you ever wanted. Remember who they were then. Forget who they were 5 minutes ago. That's completely irrelevant. That's not the version of your SP that you are choosing anymore. In order to select the version of your SP that you want, all you have to do is recall who that version of your SP was. See them as that way. See them as that way. Katie, pay the fuck attention, bitch. Because either way, you're going to be right. You don't know if things can change. You're the one deciding. Go with it. We'll address that after. Okay, I always leave you guys with some parting words on the weekend, along with your challenge, should you choose to accept it. So I want you to remember that version of your SP right now. Okay? Remember that version of your SP. Because the fact is, they've been thinking about you the entire time. So maybe you are in no contact in the 3D, but you've been in contact this entire time. Okay? Every time you think about them, they think about you. Every time they think about you, you think about them. That's how this shit works. It doesn't go one goddamn direction. You ain't been doing shit, user 246 for 3 years, but wasting your goddamn time. That's all you've been doing. Stick around. Stick around. Okay? Because it don't take 3 years. Okay? I did it in 4 weeks, and now I've cut it down to less than 2. Okay? So, there we go. Okay? Okay. If y'all don't shut... Okay, well... Like Taylor already knows, and Salty Dog and all them know exactly what the fuck is going to happen right after this exercise. I'm going to have to check your ass, because here we come. Here we come. So now I'm going to have to yell at you and bitch at you to get you right back into check before I give you your challenge. Okay? Let's stay on course at the current moment. Okay? They have been wanting to contact you this entire goddamn time. They have been wanting to talk to you forever. But the reason why they haven't been able to press that send button, press that call button is because you have not allowed them to do so. Because either way it goes, you are expecting something. You're either expecting them to ghost you, block you, not want to talk to you, and you're focused on how long you've been in no communication. They've moved on, this, that, and a goddamn fucking third. Or you're going to start expecting them to think about you all the time, be obsessed with you. Of course he wants to talk to me. Why the fuck wouldn't he? All that shit. What's your pleasure Either way, you're expecting something. So what you've been expecting up until now has been perfectly curated into your reality. Thanks, Positive Life. Has been perfectly curated into reality. Your reality is exactly how you want it to be. Your 3D is exactly how you want it to be, whether you want to own this shit or not. So at what point in time are you going to start doing something different, start expecting something different? Because if you start expecting something fucking different, guess what? Care to guess what you get? Something different. Duh. Okay, so, which we're going to fucking talk about when I fucking yell at you after this exercise, because it's the only way I get you to check yourself and to really get a fucking grip. I get a grip. Okay? Well, good, Katie, because if you have not responded, what you're going to not do is fucking chase. Why chase when you get them to text you? Pay attention, bitch. Pay the fuck attention. Now, if you are new here, KT, I'm going to need you to put on your fucking crown. If you are not new here, then I need you to get a grip and I need you to straighten your crown, because here we get what the fuck we want and we get it when we want it. We don't wait for shit. We don't wait for shit. We don't chase. We're not desperate. We get chased. We get what we want. When queens and kings give a command, do they have to sit there and wonder, question, worry, doubt, check to see if their commands will be fulfilled? Fuck no, they don't. When queens and kings give a command, there's nothing to check. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to doubt. They know I gave the command and it's going to be fulfilled. I don't need to worry about how it's going to be fulfilled. I just know. If I tell them to cut the fucking grass, I don't sit there and say, well, what lawnmower will you be using exactly? They don't give a shit. Get it done. Cut the grass. And then they come outside and the grass has been cut. That's how this fucking works. So right now you're about to give your commands to your SP. Because like I said, we get our shit. KK, don't fucking worry about the shit right now. Okay? Y'all need to drop the bullshit. We're going to talk about it. Because here, in case you were new here, allow me to introduce myself. I'm never here to tell you what you want to hear. Will always be here to tell you what you need to hear. And I will root you on when you get when you get movement, because people here every day report movement. And I'm also here to yell at you, cuss your ass out, and check your ass when you get out of fucking line. Because that's what gets you to straighten your crown and get a grip. That's who I am. Okay? Okay, so now if you are in no contact, I want you have your SP's photos out by now, hopeful fucking Lee. Now, I want you to, if you're alone, say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of backbone, channel your Queen of Hearts energy, right? When queens give a command, are they like, please do this? No, they don't, right? If you're a dude, channel your Rock energy. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Okay? If you're alone, say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of backbone. If you're not alone, say it in your mind so you don't look like a complete fucking wacko. User 246, did I ask you what your goddamn situation was? No. We'll talk about it though. Oh, keep this up. You're lucky I'm going to the bio break. While we do this, I do put you on a brief break, but don't even trip because I got some killer music that you get to listen to, okay? Because this is a curated custom song you will hear nowhere else but here, okay? It's my song. It was curated for me. I did not sing it. But anywho, stick around, bitches. Shut the fuck up. All of you need to shut the fuck up at the current second. Okay? The only one you're not going to shut the fuck up to is your SP right now. If you're not alone, stay in your mind so you don't get a complete wacko. Okay? Oh, we're getting a little shouty after the fucking photo method, because of course here they came with all their limitations. So here's the thing. Of course, Katie. That's why people appreciate me yelling at them, because I keep them in line and I get them to snap out of it. Okay, so if you are in no contact or you are in contact, but it is not consistent contact, you're going to tell their fucking ass to contact you. You're going to look them dead ass in their goddamn face, right in their fucking face in their phone, and you're going to tell them they're contacting you. You're contacting me right now. You know you want to contact me right now. You are contacting me right now. You are contacting me right now. Period. I put you on a break here because I have to go to the ladies' room. How the fuck else am I supposed to go to the bathroom around here? Being on here for 3 hours. Okay, and no, I don't wear a diaper, but half of you guys need to wear a goddamn diaper. Just saying. Because you act like children around this bitch. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Now, if you're in consistent contact with your SP, but you're long distance, then you can tell them, you're contacting me right now and you're going to tell me everything I want to hear. You are contacting me right now and you're going to tell me everything I want to hear. Now, if you are in consistent contact, but you are not long distance, you can do one of the two, or you can tell them that you're coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. Period. You know you want to come see me today. You're coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. Period. Now, if you're at any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, marriage ship, any of that shit, then you could do one of the above that we just discussed, or you can have fun with it. You can say, you're buying me dinner tonight. You know you want to buy me dinner tonight. You're bringing me flowers today. You know you want to bring me flowers today. You are, yeah, they also need a fucking bottle too. You're goddamn right, Salty Dog. You're giving me a massage tonight. You know you want to give me a massage tonight. You are giving me sexy time tonight. You know you want to give me sexy time tonight. You are whatever. You're taking me on a date tonight. You know you want to take me on a date tonight. Whatever the fuck you want. The world is your oyster. Play with them. Get frustrated. If you're angry or frustrated at your SP, channel it correctly. This is where you leverage the emotion to channel it correctly, to get authoritarian. Think about a child who hasn't listened to you, right? Think about, you're talking right now, your SP is like one big goddamn fucking child. Yes, user 246, if you are in no contact, which is what I'm willing to bank you're in, if you're in no contact, you're going to tell them, you're contacting me right now. You know you want to contact me right now. Period. Okay? Now, how long do you say it? You can say it for a minute, 2 minutes. I put you on break for like 3 minutes because I have to go to the ladies' room and I have to go talk to my daughter for a second. Okay? So you're going to go ahead and do that right now. Shut up. Talk to your SPs. Tell them what the fuck they're going to do. Tell them what their shit is right fucking now. And I'll tell you how to leverage the photo method for other things after I get done yelling at you and all that shit. Actually, I'll do that, then I'll yell at you. Okay? So stick around. Don't be a little bitch. Don't pussy out and bow out. Because you're going to need to listen to the message, because that's how I that's how I get you to straighten your crown, to get your shit. Okay? Then I'm going to give you your challenge for the weekend. Shall you choose to grow up and accept it? Okay? Okay. Now, enjoy the song. Give your commands. And right now, expect them to contact you. Woo.
3 hours life and she still shows up, telling broken hearts to level up. Fuck the 3D, don't react, persist, bitch, and that's a fact. Queen of leverage, queen of law, teaching us what we never saw. Inner convos, hold the line. What is yours in time. She said, put your big panties on, stop spiraling, keep moving on. We don't verbalize, we internalize. Now the whole damn family shines. Hey, leverage the law, stand up tall, don't fear the fall. Channel your queen energy, manifesting royalty. Hey, toot your own horn, no story day. life and she still shows up, telling broken hearts to level up. Fuck the 3D, don't react, persist, bitch, and that's a fact. Queen of leverage, queen of law, teaching us what we never saw. Inner combos, hold the line. What is yours in time. She said, put your big panties on, stop spiraling, keep moving on. We don't verbalize, we internalize. Now the whole damn family shines. Hey, leverage the law, stand up tall, don't fear the fall. Channel your queen energy, manifesting royalty. Hey, toot your own horn, no story, dead and gone. Dream team, bitches, crown held high. We create our reality tonight. Some came shattered, some came lost, thinking love had a heavy cost. Now we walk like kings and queens, living things we used to dream. Don't worry, just be, she said. Get the old version out your head. Moving first, now watch them chase. Manifestation all over the place. Versus king, versus queen. Best damn mindset we've ever seen. From the lives to the late night calls, she taught us how to have it all. No fear, no lack. The bitch is back.
The bitch is back. Alrighty. Where's Walt? We're working on it. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. That he says gutter trash lesbians. I have a call right after this, so I have to schedule it. Okay. All right. Now listen here. Ness. Bevy just reminded me today. Good, Jesse. Good. Now, listen up. You can leverage the photo method for anything, okay? You can literally talk to them. You can look at their photo. I suggest you do this every day for 30 seconds to a minute. Is you look at their photo every fucking day and you tell them, we're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. We are getting back together right now. We are getting back together right fucking now. Okay? Now, for you, Katie, who's having trouble believing this, if you joined later in this live, then I strongly suggest tomorrow you rewatch this live on my YouTube channel in the beginning, because in the beginning I broke down exactly what created your breakup. Okay, I talk about this at least once a week. That's right, Lisa. Of course she's saying her SP tonight, which, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering, doesn't live in her state. Okay. This is the weekend. She's a Manifest For Me client, by the way. And she's coachable. So I strongly suggest you become coachable too. Okay? So, listen up, Buttercup. Okay? You need to get a grip. Okay? We're getting back together, yes. And you miss me, you can, yeah, you will stop ignoring me. No, Jenna. You're looking at him as ignoring you. So we're gonna dead that shit. Okay? Only focus on what you want. You know you can't stop thinking about me. Okay? You can tell them whatever the fuck you want. You know you can't stop thinking about me. You know you want to be with me. We're getting back together right now. We are getting back together right now. I know we're getting back together right now. He knows we're getting back together right now. She knows. Whatever. Now, you need to learn to shut the fuck up. Stop fighting your own thoughts. So you're the creator of everything. Your thoughts are creating everything. So if they're ignoring you, it's because you want them to. Call it what it is. I don't give a fuck. Okay, you have not been manifesting your SP back for 3 years and nothing's been working. I'm sure nothing's been working because all you've been doing is trying new technique after new technique after new technique. You didn't need a technique for your breakup. You don't need one for your makeup. So you need to stop fighting your own thoughts. Stop fighting your 3D and start controlling it. Stop arguing and fighting for your limitations, because all you do is argue and fight for your limitations. You make excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Look at that. User 246 2 seconds ago was on some bullshit. Was on some fucking bullshit. You guys saw it? You guys saw it? Yeah, you're right, Jackie. That was fucking quick. Right? She still can't believe it. When she was just in here bitching. She said, I did exactly what she said, and he contacted me, invited me to dinner tomorrow. Snaps for user 246. Katie, that's how this shit works. So you can choose to believe it or not, but this is exactly how you've been manifesting your entire goddamn life. Okay? And in case you're wondering, user 246 just started following me. Okay? That's how this works. She still can't believe it. Of course, this is how it fucking works. So stop fighting for your limitations. Stop arguing for things that you don't like, and change it. Change it in your mind. Change it in your mind. How you see them is how they must show up. So if you want them to continue to treat you like shit and be an asshole, well, then continue to look at them that way. Or you can sit there and change it in your mind on what you expect and how you deserve to be treated, and they will treat you that way. Stop fighting for your limitations. Stop arguing with yourself. Stop letting yourself down over and over and over again. If you need to sit there and cry it out for a minute, cry it out for a minute. When you're fucking done, grow up, act like an adult, put on your big girl panties, and push forward. You should persist no matter what you see. No matter what the fuck you see. You need to persist. And stop fighting for your limitations. All you're doing is letting your 3D control your thoughts, when your thoughts should be controlling the 3D. Instead of reacting to what you see or you don't see in your mind, you should start reacting to what you want to see instead. Because the only way your 3D changes is if you, in your fucking mind, change the shit. Change it, change it, change it. That's how this works. Stop doing this to yourself. That's all you fucking do. All you do is bitch, 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 whine, 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 complain, complain, complain. That's why you're in this fucking mess. That's why you're in this shithole that you're in. All you continue to do is acknowledge everything that you don't want. Talk to anybody who will listen. Victimize yourself, over-victimize yourself, victimize yourself. It's not my fault. I just wanted this. I just want him to treat me this way. I just want him to do this. I just want him. Well, then expect it and change it. Stop doing what you are doing. There's a reason why you're manifesting your SP back. And I don't think you're manifesting him back because you love how he treats you like shit, do you? No, it's because a part of you knows that he's a good person. You've already witnessed his true authentic self. And that is the person that he was or she was when you first met them. You changed them by accepting and listening to them, by accepting things that you didn't like. That's all you've been doing is accepting and letting life just happen to you, letting people just treat you however the fuck you think they should treat you. Not anymore, sis. Not anymore, bruh. Change it. See the best in your person. Why in the fuck do you want them back? Because you should see the best in them, not the worst. That's what got you in this problem in the fucking first place, is all you've been doing is whining and bitching and complaining about everything that you don't want, somehow expecting it to fucking change. They're not going to wake up one day and the light bulb just goes on in their head and they're like, you know what, I think I want to be a different person today. No, they're not going to do that. That's not how this works. They will do it the minute you decide. The minute you start expecting something different. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to wonder. Decide right now how this plays out. Decide, are they going to be with you or are they not? Stop wondering. Are you going to get the home or are you not? Are you going to get approved or are you not? Are you going to get the promotion or are you not? Decide. Decide what you want and only focus on what the fuck you want. Stop letting outside influences taint your thoughts. Stop doing that, because all you're doing is fucking yourself up. All you're doing is hurting your own feelings over and over and over again. Stop doing that. It's not rocket science to tell yourself things that are going to make you feel better, not things that are going to fucking devastate you and make you cry and make you hurt your own feelings. Stop doing that. Get a grip. Grow up. Act like a fucking adult. I tell you all the time, my 14-year-old is more mature than you guys are. More mature than you guys are. Stop overcomplicating things. Stop doing that. And start getting a grip. and start telling yourself only what is going to benefit you, what's going to make you feel better about yourself. Everything should be about you. You're not the victim of shit, so stop acting like it. They treat you exactly how you think that they should treat you. Your 3D is exactly how you want it to be. And if it isn't, then change it in your mind. Stop letting the 3D control your thoughts when your thoughts need to control the 3D. Because the more you discipline your mind, the more because you have to start now. You have to evolve. You've been playing the victim. It's not my fault. It's theirs. I'm not doing anything wrong. They're doing it. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And start accepting responsibility. Start accepting responsibility. Put yourself at cause that you're the creator. I'm the one that created this fucking mess, so I can create the opposite. Put yourself at cause. Stop blaming everybody. Because I tell you, there's patterns. Your entire life is built off of patterns. So take a look at your past relationships. Don't take my word for it. Take a look at your past relationships and you tell me if you're noticing a pattern. But there's only one thing that every one of your exes has in common. You. Not anybody else. They don't even know each other. It's you. So at one point in time, are you going to realize you're the goddamn fucking problem? You need to evolve. You need to change. You need to do things differently because you're the problem. It's not them. It's you. So whether it's this SP or a whole nother one, allow this to be your psychic fucking reading. That next relationship is going to go the exact same way this one did, the same way the other one did, and all the other ones with you not together. Your SP comes back right now. Care to guess how your relationship's going to end? The same way it did the first time. Unless you do something different. Unless you stop bitching. And unless you decide to take control. And you do it here. This is all that's producing. It's the one thing you have control over. So stop giving it away. Stop giving your power away to the 3D, to your SP, to your boss, to your coworkers, to your fucking friends, to your family. Stop giving your power away. And take your power back. That's what you need to do. And you're going to do that by putting yourself at cause and accepting responsibility so you can fucking change it. Because the minute you accept responsibility, the minute you decide to evolve and become a different human being, a better human being, somebody who's not reactive anymore, somebody who only sees the good in things, somebody who's positive, somebody who evolves, then your entire reality changes to match. So if you're not seeing movement right now, there's always movement. It's just behind the goddamn fucking scenes. But if you'd shut the fuck up and you'd persist moving forward, guess what's going to happen? It's going to push out into your 3D, but you better be ready because when it pushes out into your 3D, it's going to come in real fucking fast. So you better get a grip now. You better see things differently now. But when you decide that you're the prize and you put yourself on that fucking pedestal and you put on your crown and you straighten that shit and you don't let that shit come off again, everything in your life starts to work out. Everything starts to go your way. You start to get exactly what the fuck you want. No effort required. No hard work required to get everything that you want. But you have to decide that. I can tell you till I'm blue in the fucking face. You need to decide. Because when you know who the fuck you are, so do they. So does everybody else. So start knowing who the hell you are. Start knowing that you're in control, that I'm the creator, so I'm the screenwriter. This is a whole goddamn movie. What role am I assigning everybody? Because no one is above you in your own damn house unless you decide that they are. And why the fuck would you do that? No one is going to tell me what I deserve. No one is going to tell me about who the fuck I am. Because my self-concept is on point. So no one is going to tell me shit I don't want to fucking hear. Because when I hear shit that I don't like, reject, reject, reject. I decide. No one's going to decide that for me. And I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't care. I have beat impeccable odds against me in my entire life because I refuse. It's in my DNA. I have refused to accept anything that I don't like. I don't give a fuck. A judge, the police, my parents, society, my SP, any of that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If it isn't what I want to hear, then I don't accept it. And I don't give a fuck what they're showing me that shows the opposite. I don't give a fuck how much proof they want to give me. I have walked away from shit where people say, I don't understand. They try to give credit to the higher power. They said, I don't understand how you managed to walk away from this shit when people go through far less. Because I refuse to accept. So stop accepting. Stop accepting things that you don't like in your reality when you have the power to change it. So grow up. I'm not going to tell you again that you're not, well, I am going to tell you again because this is just how it works. You're not a victim of shit. So stop acting like one. Victim. Because here's the problem. When you blame other people, when you blame circumstances, your mind shuts down. Your subconscious mind's like, well, it's not our fault. So there's no sense in finding a solution. It's not our fucking fault. But the minute you accept yourself and you put yourself at cause, then your subconscious mind is activated and is like, well, we need to find a solution. So now it starts pushing out your 3D. It starts scanning your surroundings. It activates your RAS in your mind, reticular activator system, and it starts scanning your surroundings to pull out proof, evidence, which is in your 3D. Either way it goes, you're going to be right. So what the fuck do you want to be right about? You want to be right that they don't want to talk to you, that they're ignoring you, and they've moved on and they give a fuck about somebody else? Or do you want to be right that you're all they think about and that they cannot stand to be away from you and they want nothing more than to be with you and they know that they're never going to find anyone like you? What the fuck you want to be right about? Decide. But as an adult, if you're going to decide, then stick with your decision. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. That's all. So you have to remember. I told you I'm never here to tell you what you want to hear, but I'll tell you all day long what the fuck you need to hear. Stop acting like a bitch and start acting like a queen. Start acting like a king. And you'll get everything that you want. It's that simple. It's not difficult. I get everything that I want. I get everything that I want. Because that's my mentality. Period. I had nothing but receptionist experience and in less than a year was running a company of over 400 people. No prior experience. I was the director of operations for a large China manufacturer and oversaw over 400 people in less than a year. Why? Because all I needed, because it's always been my mentality, I just need a foot in the goddamn door, but don't get comfortable because I'm coming for your job, and fucking your job. And when I was 15, I was telling 6-year-old bitches what to fucking do at a food stand in a water park. Yeah, I was their boss at 15 with a worker's permit. Because I don't accept shit that I don't like. I was looking at 20 years in prison over a decade ago. Never saw a day in prison. Overcame it all. Because I refused to accept what I didn't like. And I didn't give a fuck what they were telling me. Yeah. So you think I give a fuck about your excuses? No. I have no sympathy for your excuses. So stop fighting for your limitations. It's that fucking simple. Now, here's your challenge for the weekend, in case you're fucking new here. I love you too, user for 246. And now hopefully you've now realized exactly what the fuck your power is. Hopefully you now realize exactly. And you have stepped into your power because I've just proven to you in what? 5 minutes? When you were just sitting here bitching? And got a text on the spot. You're welcome. That's your power. Was it hard? Did it take a lot of work? No. She just did it. And therefore, she got exactly what she wanted. Less than 5 fucking minutes. And she still can't believe it. Of course. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. Kyla, you're welcome. I love you too, Courtney. Okay, now, here's your challenge for the weekend. And of course, I will be here. I will be here this weekend. Okay. You're welcome, Adele. Now, listen. Katie, I did not just talk to my goddamn fucking self. Stop saying you have blocks. Okay? But stick around. We'll help you adjust your crown. Don't worry. There's people that come in here. You're not alone. Trust me. So many people have came in here bitching because they're new to the party. And I cuss their ass out, yell at them, do all the fucking things. And you know what? They turn their shit around. And you know what happens? They get their shit. So. And Shayna, enjoy your weekend with your boyfriend. Shay, you're new here. Welcome to the family, bitch. Welcome to the fucking family. And in case you have now noticed, I will always tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I will cuss your ass out and yell at you when you get out of line. And that is how I get you to get your shit, though. So there's that. Okay, now. Your challenge for the weekend, because I got a gentleman coaching call. I've got coaching calls for the rest of the day. Now, listen, if your challenge for the weekend is this, you have until Sunday at midnight to break if you are in no contact with your SP, you have until Sunday at midnight to break no contact with your SP. And no, I did not say force the 3D. Did I say chase? I didn't say chase. I said you have until the end of Sunday to break no contact with your SP. So you're going to do what it takes. Discipline your fucking mind. All they do is think about you. Inner conversations only. You can affirm to distract your thoughts. But I want 20% affirming, 80% inner conversations. And you can look at their photo. Tell them that they're going to contact you right now. You are contacting me right now. You have till the end of Sunday to break no contact. Okay. Now, if you are in contact with your SP, you have until Sunday. Sid, unless it's an actual X and not your SP, we don't call them X's around here. We call them SPs. Look at that. Sid, my SP just texted me as soon as I got done talking to his picture. What? Snaps to Sid. That's how this fucking works. Okay? That's how this works. That's why we do it every day here on Tiki Talk, because my job is to prove to you that you're the ultimate goddamn power. So if I can get you movement here on my TikTok live, job done. That's why I come on here 7 days a week, because some of you guys forget I'm in a whole ass relationship while you want to call me at fucking 9 o'clock at night and so forth. I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend. Okay. So if you are in constant contact with your SP, you have two options. You can get them to come see you this weekend. You have till the midnight on Sunday for them to come see you this weekend, or to make plans to come see you this weekend. Or if you are long distance, you have until the end of Sunday at midnight to get them to tell you everything that you want to hear. Thanks, Emily. You have until Sunday at midnight to get them to tell you everything that you want to hear. Okay, now, if you are in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, marriage ship, you have until Sunday at midnight to get them to do something you want them to do for you. Give you sexy time, buy you flowers, cook you dinner, take you on a date, or tell you everything you fucking want to hear. Okay, I tell you guys, if you're looking for 3 affirmations, I don't hide shit from you. The 3 affirmations you should be saying are, I know exactly how he feels about me. I know he wants to be with me, and he's going to tell me everything I want to fucking hear. The 4th affirmation you would have, if there is a 4th, is the flip of whatever they told you at the breakup. That's how you curate your affirmations. Okay? Inner conversations are natural inner conversations you're having with yourself. So if you're new, you're going to have to go watch one of my past videos where I explain the whole thing, because I went into detail about that shit. And I do that literally every day. And yes, there is no force in the 3D allowed. So who's willing to accept the challenge? Because there's no force in the 3D. You're going to do it in your mind. You're going to do it in your thoughts. That's how this works. And if you're still on the fence, manifestation is supposed to be fun. So I want you to pick somebody that you know well. right? It could be anybody. It could be a boss, a coworker. It could be like if you go to the gym. It could be someone at the gym. You could just say the gym, someone at the gym. Okay, anything like that. And I want you to tell yourself that someone is going to wear a certain color shirt. Watch how quickly they wear that shirt. No, it's not something you have to affirm your life way. You can literally say it a couple times. That's what convinced me. As I said, my boyfriend, he was a white tee guy at the time, which ironically enough, he doesn't wear white tees anymore. But I said he's going to wear a yellow shirt. He's going to wear a yellow shirt. And within 2 hours, he came walking out of his place in a yellow shirt. And I was like, oh, game the fuck on. Game on. That's how this works. Do you understand? I'm here to help you. And that's what you need to fucking understand. Sid. I love that. Sid's like, wait, OMG. That response was the best. That's how this works. I hope now that I have convinced many of you guys that you're in fucking control. You're in control. So get in control. Okay. The 3 affirmations one more time, Sid, is I know exactly how he feels about me. I know he wants to be with me. I know this for a fact. He's going to tell me everything that I want to hear. Okay? Last question, Carrie, is how often should you be having inner conversations? You're having them all day anyway. You're processing 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. There's 2 types of thoughts you're processing. The first set of thoughts you're processing are focused thinking. When you're working, when you're talking to someone, it's focused thinking. Okay, now it's those other times when you're in the shower, just waking up, driving in the car, watching a movie, cooking dinner, all that shit. That's when your mind free roams. You have free thinking time. That's when your mind goes to your 3D. So I say you flip every negative thought that you have. Any thought you have that goes against what you want, you need to flip it. And you say, I don't believe that. And then enter what you want to believe instead. Okay, that's how you flip the thought. Okay, but I say have as many inner conversations as you want. The more inner conversations you have, the quicker your shit comes. They must be in alignment with what you want. Okay, so that's your task. Alrighty? All right, buttercups. Nobody, because thanks to you, I have a call coming up. And I believe Welcome to Mo is on here now. All right, so that's exactly what you need to do. You only got 2 what? Oh, I know exactly how he feels about me. I know he wants to be with me right now or in a relationship with me right now. I know this for a fact. He's going to tell me exactly what I want to hear. He's going to tell me everything that I want to hear. That's what you say instead of he's going to tell me exactly what I want him to say. No, he's going to tell me everything that I want to hear. That is my client's favorite line because they tell you what you want to fucking hear. That's the validation piece. Okay? That's why I preface it that way. All right. Now, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live with me, I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe, watch them, but fucking implement. Because as you've seen on here, very many people just got contact by talking to their SP's photo. So imagine if you talk to their photo about all kinds of different things, what the fuck are they going to do? What you want them to do? I love you too, Taylor, girlfriend, and Mima. Okay, I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I've managed to master the craft, and I've cut that time in fucking half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong, all links are in my goddamn bio. Also, we have the To Your Horn Challenge, intensive that kicks off on Monday. You will have lifetime access to the replays. We give you a lot of bonuses as well. If you want to ensure that you put yourself on that goddamn pedestal, which a lot of you need to be on that pedestal, and you crush through your insecurities, any inner self-concept you have a problem with. Okay? So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay? So, if you're interested in grabbing the few spots that we have left, then the link is also in, all links are in my goddamn bio, okay? So we only have a couple spots left though, so grab them before they are gone, because when they're gone, All right. And you're also putting a private WhatsApp group so you'll know where the meeting room link is. It's in WhatsApp or it's on Zoom. We also have a WhatsApp group. If you're not in there, you definitely should join the WhatsApp group because you'll get inspired by all the success stories that we have going on and all the movement. Plus, you also get advice in there as well from my team and myself. And sometimes I go in there and bitch at you too. It just depends. It just depends. Okay. Also, we have text coaching. We have guided meditations, hypnosis audios, anything designed to bypass the conscious mind, go directly into the subconscious mind. That's how we fucking rock around here. Okay. And then we have SP stories, which if you don't have one, you really need to get one because how you see your SP is very key. Okay. So you need to see your SP in the way that you expect and want them to be for you. So we curate, my team writes your SP stories for you, which they're lit by the way. And we can also create you a song that goes with it, which is going to play your goddamn wedding any fucking way. So it's a win-win. We're the low price leader in the coaching space. That's all you have to know. We are the low price leader in the coaching space because we want to help as many people as humanly possible. We can't do that if we're charging an arm and a goddamn leg like all these other crooks out here are doing. Instead, what we do is actually get you results. There's a huge goddamn difference. There's a huge difference. We actually get you results, okay? Which I'm going to be posting some success stories when I have enough time to fucking do that shit. But I got to get on it. All right, besties. I love all of you. Enjoy your Friday. Please discipline yourself. No spiral this weekend. No spiraling this weekend. No forcing the 3D. We're going to get a grip. We're going to act like adults and go get your shit. All right, besties. I love you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.